Let's talk about one of the many incredible ways fluid mechanics helps swimmers get faster. Fluid mechanics expert consultants work with your swimmer to make sure they visually understand how to apply advanced techniques that improve their performance. We start by creating a visual blueprint for the swimmer, which generates a shared understanding of the key areas of technique that they're going to use to define the different phases within the stroke. Then we build an effective hydrodynamic relationship between the swimmer and the water so they can see more about how to use that water. A deeper appreciation of the relationship with the pressure fields and how they work enables the swimmer to gain more traction. Notice how the swimmer is working with the water to generate increased propulsion. You can see the importance of using pressure fields to your advantage in this animated race. Lane 1 is what's called a push off the object, and they're pushing off, and the object in this case would be the pressure field. And therefore they're gaining much more benefit from what they're doing. Now, let's take this to the pool and watch how our swimmers put these concepts into action. See if you can tell which swimmer is the fluid mechanics swimmer. He's the one concentrating on what he's about to do. Watch FM swimmer Roman Jones use these concepts to pull away from the crowd right from the beginning. As you can see, his underwaters are giving him a huge advantage over the field. And even though Roman's freestyle is not his primary event, see how he uses his pressure fields on each stroke to gain more traction on the water and therefore more distance per stroke than the other swimmers. The goal is to set himself up in the first half of the event so he's in position to race at the end. Then see if anyone is ready to race during the second half. Note the tremendous force he's generating as he leaves the rest of the field further and further behind. Now, if you've been watching closely, you may have noticed that he still has many opportunities to improve upon. The object isn't to be perfect, it's to continuously get better. So even though Roman is setting the national record in this race, this is only the beginning of his development, which shows he has an exciting future ahead of him as he gets better and better and better. Now let's find out how he and his dad feel about how fluid mechanics helped him achieve his goals. Tell me a little bit about what motivated you to seek fluid mechanics out.
What really sort of piqued our interest was the science behind it, really breaking down the stroke to understand why he was fast and how he could even get faster. If we look at what you guys were able to do for him, you know, the stroke that he has today is the same stroke that you and Michael taught him. I think fluid mechanics really came in at a very critical juncture in his swimming career so far.
I'm able to move a lot quicker and more efficient. I don't get too tired doing it. That's the main thing I love about it.
We always were questioning and always trying to understand technique, kind of put it all together when we were started out in fluid mechanics and started looking at the materials and seeing what was happening. You know, I think he's pretty versatile, a very versatile swimmer today. And I think that is because of the early focus on technique.
I remember walking by one time and Michael was working with you, and I walked by and I looked over and I said, "Michael, too many strokes, right?" He goes, "Yeah." I said, "What are you going to do?" He's like, "Okay, we better start explaining this right away to him." I said, yes, let's do it right away.
Yeah. For me, swimming is a way, to connect people. I love the feeling of the water. I love the competitiveness of the sport. I think if anyone puts their mind into it and enough training, then you can get to where you want to go.